Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. And first, a little history lesson. Baldur's Gate 3 is being developed by Larian Studios, and Larian Studios previously created games Divinity Original Sin and Divinity Original Sin 2, of which I have played quite a lot of. And in the Divinity Original Sin 2, you can come across a set of items known as teleport pyramids. Using one of these pyramids will teleport you to the selected location. This means you can leave the pyramid at any location and teleport there at will, or you can leave one on your party members and use it to easily teleport to another when necessary. Now here, our warlocks have supernatural attraction. You are part of a greater whole. Concentrate on your connection to teleport to another infected creature. Now my brain went, I can teleport two characters from any location to another location as long as they're both infected by Mind Flayer parasites. That's going to be incredibly useful. Then I became the DM's worst enemy as a player, and I didn't read the full description and read that it says 60 feet on it. So currently, Wyll is over here in the forests, just at the edge of Bogrot, the blighted village, and Grace is back inside of the Shattered Sanctum, where we have now killed almost all of the goblins. But what I did do is when I sent Wyll away to leave, I gave him both of our potions of invisibility. In case he didn't make it, I wanted to make sure he had a second one to make sure he got to where he was going so that Grace could then teleport to him. Whereas in reality what I've done is I've taken a potion of invisibility away from Grace, and Grace now doesn't have one and has no way of getting away from camp, because also Wyll is the only one who has Disguise Self. So you can consider me in a very minor pickle. So I have a loose structure of a plan. I just don't know how soon I'm going to be able to implement that plan. Also, who has potions of Hill Giant Strength? Because I'm sure we have at least one around. Or if we don't, we might have to go and get one. Let's see. Potions. Animal Speaking. Greater Healing. Okay, we have no potions of Hill Giant Strength. This could also be a problem. Okay. Step one, I am going to walk over to the north to just behind the bridge where the Githyanki are with their red dragon, and just double check that I have no way of crossing the small river behind the goblin temple there. So let's jump cut to that. So this is that piece of river, because if we can cross over to here, we have another way into the whole goblin encampment. And up here there is a fountain surrounded by a few drunks, but also another way in that Grace might be able to escape out of, and with this teleportation we might be able to get up to here between the two of us, and maybe a teleportation with supernatural attraction or something else. It's all a little bit vague, but right now we definitely do not have enough strength to get over this, so we would need a potion of Hill Giant Strength to jump over, and then we would need to get down, clear all the enemies, get Grace, teleport back up somehow, jump back with potions of Hill Giant Strength. So maybe that's not the best plan, because to get over this gap we're going to need a whole lot more strength than we have. We can, of course, if we get one of our friend buddies here. We can go and scout round a little bit more, but this is a bit more practical scouting. So there are those drunk guys. If we jump down there, or not. Jump. Alright, if we jump down here then jump over there, Thank goodness for a fly speed. We've got these two guys sleeping, and these few sleeping over here as well. And we have this cracked wall. Now the question is, can the imp attack the cracked wall? They can. That's good. The problem is, if we attack the cracked wall, everyone around here will wake up. That is very bad. And what I don't think we're going to have is any way of setting things like this fire wine barrel on fire. And we don't have enough strength to even lift that if we wanted to. So if we did want to kill these guys, we would have to do it so fast that the rest of them don't wake up one at a time. And I don't think we will manage that. We would get a crit. If they're sleeping, we should get an automatic crit. So if we do this, it should be 2d4 plus 3 plus 2d6 if attacking an unconscious creature is an automatic crit. So let's see if that works out. Let's get our display up over here to double check. Twas a critical hit. Unfortunately, killing one of them in their sleep woke the rest up, which is going to be a problem for our solitary imp. We might as well take the attack we've got here. And we can't turn invisible now, but we can still fly, which is not a bonus action or a reaction because we have a fly speed. So if we hop up there and end our turn, these folks are going to have to move across the map to get anywhere near us. And even then, I don't know what they'll have for ranged attacks at that point. I've never seen somebody cast magic missiles for 1 damage. I am perplexed by this, because they cast it 3 times apparently. And then we have another bugbear. Now it could be feasible that we get Wyll to here, and they could eldritch blast stuff, but then we also risk inviting everything else down here to the party, which we do not want. But for right now, this one is quite injured, so we will use our fly speed to get back up in their grill. Bite them again, hopefully doing 6 damage. Only 4. And we don't have enough movement speed to get away now, so that's that all done. And if our imp dies, chances are these guys aren't going to go back to sleep now, and this Booyah Kuluk will heal themselves, preventing us from killing them with an imp afterwards. Okay, so imp is dead, they've disbanded. I think that was the animation for them healing. Let's get ourselves a fresh imp. And see just how bad things still are over here. Oh, they're sleeping again. This is an excellent development. I really thought they were just going to be up for the day now. These guys have actually fallen asleep where they lay. But this does mean this guy did not heal. Did we miss? No matter, we still have our attack. They die. The others wake up again. confused as to why this imp won't just leave them alone. So if this turns into summoning 40 imps to solve my problem, I will jump cut through a lot of that and let you know. Otherwise, this is going to be really long. That is a huge hit. And fly away. Attack of opportunity misses, which is great. Now, this whole time you might be asking, Gothic, why don't you just fast travel to a location where you and Grace can be in the same place? And I understand the sentiment, but I really don't think that level 4 heroes should have unlimited access to fast travel. I understand it as a gameplay mechanic for those that want it, and I'm not begrudging them having it. But I think by removing the ability to fast travel, you end up in situations like this that are far more interesting to have to try and solve. Where are you going to dash to? Also, what are these holes? And are they something that like a gnome could, or a gnome or a dwarf could get through, perhaps? It says we can't reach this one, but we can attack that one from here, which would be wild. But I'm just going to jump to there. Bite again, sting. There's a miss. And then we just hop on up, avoiding an attack of opportunity where possible. Not this time. Right, here's the real question, though. Could we not? I guess we can't really have Grace make an imp, send them all the way around to that whilst initiative is going on, because initiative is 6 seconds around, so maybe next time we'll see if Grace can send an imp out to help, and we'll have 2 going in the fight. Alright, we are out of initiative. That guy is sleeping right there, apparently. If Wyll could get over, he could probably shoot him from there. Thank God for ritual casting, eh? I will try and avoid using this exploit. I suppose it's not an exploit, it is a feature. Through most of the campaign, because otherwise it will get really... Like, you could do the whole Underdark like this. Send in an imp, do as much damage as you can, send in another imp, repeat ad infinitum. Let's get rid of this one with 12 HP if we can. We're probably more likely to get rid of them first. Especially on a crit. There's 6 piercing, no poison damage. Don't know why. If this guy hurts himself jumping down, that would be great. We are hunters marked quarried. Fortunately, whilst everyone down here does see us as an enemy, they're not in this initiative. Otherwise, this would be a really, really long procedure. That is a miss. And we're not going to be able to fly away. So now we just have to hope that they miss 3 times. That's 1. That guy's athletics check far too high to be falling off such a low jump. And the hunter's mark disengages. Moves away, then shoots us, I imagine. Right. These guys are both back up to 27 HP. I thought I had hit one of them down to 25, but I guess one of them did manage to heal in the interim. Whichever way we move, we're going to take 2 attacks of opportunity. Did not kill us. That's great. Again, if we could just do 6 damage here and take out one more of these opponents. It's not going to happen. No, I do not want to move into these kinds of areas because we'll just get more people involved in this fight. But I will drag the fight down the other side. And these guys being slightly drunk, creature has disadvantage on dexterity and charisma checks. Don't think we have any cantrips or spells that do... no, shatter is a concentration check, I think. Man, these guys really got up in my face again, didn't they? We have 3 hit points. There's no way we're going to get past 2 more attacks of opportunity, right? There's one. The other one doesn't even get a look in. Now can we please do 6 damage? Excellent. Alright, so there's 3 of the 5 enemies up on this balcony dealt with. That is a start. I might as well just end that prematurely over here with another summon. That first one disappears. The initiative stops. Now I'm just going to go and lastly check they are. They have fallen back asleep. But I bet they're close enough to that stone wall that now, if I jump on down... and start attacking this wall with my claws... Actually, this is going to be slashing damage. I don't even think I can break this wall down with slashing damage. I think it has to be bludgeoning damage or force damage. So, yeah. Immune to slashing damage. That's a real pain in the neck. Alright, here's our next question then. That's slashing damage. What's this? Quasit. That's scare. That doesn't help. This is slashing damage.
Blade at the ready.
Is anything going to do bludgeoning damage, do we think? Not likely out of this slot. But I will check each and every one anyway. Conjured Frog just touches a creature, takes 1 acid damage and potentially receives disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Also, it says... oh, it is acid damage, but it says touch 1 creature. If we touch the wall, will the wall be immune to acid damage? These are the really important questions we have to answer. Also, we have to jump to get down. Will we be able to survive a jump this far down? With our 1 hit point. Yes. This is an excellent development. Let's not jump down any further than we have to in 1 leap. If I could melt this wall with a frog, I will be so impressed. Guys. Frog to the rescue. I'm going to do this 28 more times and then I will catch up with you. And here we are, the last 2. So by breaking down this wall, we now have a collapsed corridor. These 2 were not disturbed by that sound. Unfortunately, can we... No, we can't get inside as a frog. But what we can do is if we head over to Grace, just before we round out this session, if we come across the other side of this room, you'll see this yellow diamond showing us where all of our quests are, because the game knows that there's an exit there. The heroes don't, but the frog does. And now, if we imagine that Grace spent as much time as possible picking through this room, looking for any available exit in all of the time that we spent licking walls, you can find Collapsed Corridor. Now, I'm not going to click Collapsed Corridor just yet, because that would send Grace out into the other loading zone, and I'm not entirely certain I'm ready to be outside with Grace yet, because even if we can get out to here, we are still going to need some way to get up here, and I don't know that the 60-foot teleportation is going to be enough, so I'd like to have some other contingencies in place, but for now, on the Great Goblin Camp escape, we have made a tiny slither of progress. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.